Just make sure the chat works. Is chat working? Is chat working or is it? Sometimes it takes a second because chat is a little bit finicky. Sorry about this. Go here. It never fucking works. Go to this. Go mute that. And that chat's showing up here, but make chat work on the stream. Make chat work on stream, please. Please! Fucking hell. Never works. Streamlabs! You're garbage! Oh. Fuck. At least, hold on. Chatbox doesn't. Fuck off, Streamlabs. Test YouTube subscriber. See, that works. I don't know why. Whatever. Whatever. No chat on stream for now, unless. Hold on. Properties. Refresh. Whatever. Look now? Work no? No work? Not work? Chat not work? No, now chat work. Now chat work. Okay. Perfect. Oh no. No. Okay. Stream starting soon. Here we go. Welcome. We are drawing today. And I already have a sketch out. Drawing Zammy for a little just a little joke comic I wanna put together. Cause I finally got the drop from Zammy. And you can see how I draw, which is not good. Not really great at drawing, but it's fun, and you're gonna see me spam Control Z a whole bunch. Just make those lines perfect. Perfect. And clear that a little bit. Right, and then Zammy's got like... I gotta draw the rest of the forearm. Goes like... Nope. Oh. Still got the eraser on. No. No. Yeah. No. Not... That's a good... Shoot. No. Shoot. No. Shoot. That's a little better. Shoot. No. Shoot. No. Shoot. 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 Do I like that? Yeah, it's alright. Just do a little clean up this, because I don't need that coming off of him. Alright, it's not Zambi, it's Krill. Krill Titsuraw that we're drawing today. And I think we gotta do a little bit of like... A little bit of like... A little bit like... A little bit like... No. It's got beefier arms than that. And then a little bit like that, and then can sort of cover this up because we're drawing his fingies. Then and then and then and clean that up a little. And little like that, little like that, little like that, and little, Then we need to do the spikes all over him. And he's got like bone spikes all over the place. Not like crazy all over, but yeah, give him some pokey bits. Just not sure how to like do too many of these, but I think just like if they're at a steeper angle, probably like one of these, a little bit shorter. That's right. Move the canvas a little bit. And then also have one like poking out from behind his elbow. A few coming out in front, a few coming out from behind. You know, just a little bit of both. And then a couple of these pointy things like this. Pointy thing like no, we want the spike starts to be from the other angle because it's going up the other arm. I don't know if that makes too much of a difference. A couple of longer ones up further on the arm. And then we can hide the sketch. And then clean all this up a little bit. It's okay. That's a little bit nubbly there. Mostly just want to make sure we get the lines out from in here. And then if they're behind, get the lines out from there. You know, it's not going to be perfect. But, you know, it's just drawing for fun. Like, it's going up as, like, sort of a shitpost on Reddit. So, who really cares if it's perfect? Not me. And then, you know, looking closer at this, I can be like, oh, that finger doesn't connect all the way, so do a little bit more like that. Perfect. And then we come over here, we make sure we clean up this. I shouldn't be switching to the mouse. I have a button on the drawing pad for moving the little frame around. Just clean up that a little bit. Now I'm looking at the lines, and then what's his head? What he head look like? Let's get rid of that. Nice and spiky on it. I like the nice pointy spiky. This part, this horn is a little bit too rounded. I want that horn to be a little bit more spike. Be 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 more spike. Yeah, that's fine. And then what's his head look like? He's got fucking horns coming out the back, right? There you go. Do one of these, and then no, his head's a little bit more flat. Flat. Yeah, it's sort of something like that, and then one poking out from behind him. Little one. Then we go. Whoop. Then we can move the reference a little bit, but this is sort of something I learned about the old school models is they're very dark. All the colors are very like desaturated. So I might have to brighten that up a little bit. And I grab some colors from there. And we want. He's got like a snatched waist, like for fucking shoulders, and then it goes like all the way down to like. Whoop, like whoop, whoop. Not that snatched, but like. Yeah, that's good. Now we can get to coloring. We can color this guy a little bit. Put some color on him. Let's just shrink this guy down. He's not so much in the way. Just sort of use him like a palette. Oh, oh look at that! Wrong layer selected. So just Zammy's hips are on the. Oh, how could I forget? He's got the wings. He's got the friggin' wing things. I gotta do the So his wings would be something like... His wings... Yeah, we'll do the wings right now. First of all... Deselect that, and then we do... No, that's better. His wings would be like... Actually, what do they look like? They're like, sort of stick up to the front a little bit. But he's sort of... I'm giving him a more like upright pose, so he's going to be more like... No. No, I don't like that. It's got to be more like... There we go. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. And then he goes... Nope. 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 No. This one's gonna be a little bit iffy. A little bit iffy. Starts thick, goes thin. Well, not really. It's pretty much the same width the whole way down the wing, but okay, that's pretty good. And then we go and also for the middle one, and then also like third one coming down like that. That's pretty good. I'll give him little tiny wings like that, just because I think wings shouldn't take up that much room. They're not like, they're a feature, but they're not like, you know, take up the whole freaking canvas thing. I do want to leave room for text. Nope. I want this to like narrow down at the bottom, but I'm bad. Okay, that's good enough. I mean, that's the thing. I'm learning to draw. I'm not good at drawing. Learning doesn't need to mean perfection. Oh. So, just gonna shoop. Using the mouse to clean up these a little bit, just because, you know, want to be a little precise, don't want to erase nothing I don't have to. Like how that goes all pointy there. And then the horns go in front, so take that line out of the horn there. And then, perfect. And then take this line out of this horn here. Took a little bit too much. There we go. This one can do a little bit better, and this one can do a little bit better. So let's go ahead and fix those right quick. Fix those right quick. Nope. There we go. No. No. Kinda. Something like that. No. No. There we go. And then he's also got the little bone spikes on there, right? Coming out like... I just do like a little pokey bit like that on the ends there. I think that works. I think it works just to make the pointy bit a little bit like... In that case, then this one sort of has to have a tapered off edge too. Close enough. Close enough. That's the rule of thumb for this is close enough. And now the wing membrane. Let's do something like. There's that, and then there's that. And then also this one, we can go right. No. Anything else? His little tail? Maybe his tail off to the side? What's his tail look like? This doesn't really have a good angle on it, and also I didn't spend a lot of time looking at his tail. Does he even have a tail? Yes, he does. Yeah, he does. He has like it's like something like a little bit like. Got like a spiky, like, dinosaur tail, almost. Erase that. Take that off a little bit, and that's a detail. That's just who besides me would zoom in this close to the picture? You know, I tell myself, dude, who's really looking that close? Zoomed out, looking at the whole image. Yeah, that does bother me a tiny bit. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I think now I can give him a little bit of color. Ooh, that spike. That spike at the top there, that's not centered. That's not centered. That's gonna upset me, and probably other people too. You need to be more in the proportional middle of the head. So more like... That's better, that's better. Alright, alright. Let's just rename this to... Alright, let's just use this as like the paint layer. And we can do... I think we go in with the opacity brush. And we yoink some colors off of him. And look at that. Look how dark that red is. Let's brighten that up just a teensy bit. That's too teensy. That's too teensy of a bit. Is that better? No, that's a straight up pink. Oh, probably because I have the opacity cranked down to 40%. That's better. And then we can go back to the opacity brush and just go ahead and go roughly where it should be. Like the darkest should be like there, maybe inside of the arm. No, I don't know shading. I don't know proper shading or anything like that. So I'm just gonna go paint all around, get the color on there. Where? Yeah, screw it. Well, we'll just do one of these, right? Big one of these, and then we'll clean it up. We'll clean it up and a bit here. Wait. And then we grab the color for these spikes. It's kind of a dark, bony gray. Let's bring that up a little bit, more like that. And then, yeah, that's a good color. Let's bring this brush size down so we can actually get some coloring going on inside the lines. At least for the parts where it's, on his body. I don't care if I color outside the lines a little bit on the outside, because I'm just going to go around and erase the color after this. All this color going on the same layer, because I don't know. I don't like layer things. No color theory. I don't know what this. Half the time I'm just cheating at art. Well, you can't cheat at art unless you're straight up using AI prompts. That is 100% cheating. I'm just fucking uploading it. But like art techniques to make myself seem better than I am. I call that learning art, Oh, I'm drawing something difficult that I've never done before, so I'm gonna use a sick little technique to make it easier on myself. Okay. It's called doing art better. But yeah, right now it's just be a little silly, be a little wacky with it. No No need to take this too serious. I don't know. I think there's something charming to the little pixely lines and the. I like the smaller canvas size because I do like the pixely lines that you can see the edges, and sort of flat colors. Could probably improve that a little bit, but you know, for now it's all right. For now it's okay, because just learning, you know. Nope. 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 Perfect. And I'll pick this top layer, unpick that layer, scrub that a little bit because that was gonna bother me. Nope, no. Need to erase that. Bring the brush size down a teensy bit. The thing about putting color on here is it makes all of the little mistakes I did while doing the lines stand out more. And then I see them and I'm like, that's got to go. Like that, and then that. Then we do all these little spikies here. Nope. Nope. This line is a bit nicer. I don't know. My hands are just shaky when I draw. But yeah, and get yourself those Demon Bane weapons. I guarantee you, it's a safe bet. Raids 4, if there's a Zamorak boss, most likely it's going to be a demon. Or something like that, so stock up. No, don't take old school RuneScape investment advice from me. I'm not a financial person. I don't invest in that game. I just buy what I need. Or at least when I played a main, I just bought what I needed. Little elbow nub. bit like that. What, missed one? That's why you gotta zoom out, make sure you got all the ones that you need. Doesn't matter if I go a little bit outside the lines on that outside one, because you were just worried about staying inside the lines on the inside one. And then I think his teeth go the same color, right? His teeth go the same color. Yeah, mostly. Yeah, it's fine. His teeth are bones, the spikes are bones. They're all bones. It's fine. Outside lines there. Right. And then the little nubblies at the end of the wings. Which one's the brush size? Nope, that's... Yeah. That's zoom. There we go, that's brush size. A little nubbly on his head. And then do the color of the horns and nails. We'll take that lighter gray there. These. And a little bit of ish. Just keep the color nice and contained in its little box. And then I guess for the wings we just do this, but then a little bit more towards like white. Oh, that's more pink. Nah, whatever. That's good enough. Yeah, I'll go with that. That's fine. Right. 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 And then we go like this. No, like this. Almost forgot about the horns, but now that I'm looking at it, we'll get the horns next. Do a little bit more like. Sorry, just checking on something real quick. Just going to. Okay, just checking. Just checking something. Okay, back at it. Right. Now we gotta just this close to the lines here, but not so close that we go over. Da 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 da. Right, right. There we go. Okay, and then I'll make the cursor a little bit bigger and the brush a little bit bigger. After we get that detail in there, make sure don't go over the line. And now we can just go fucking wild with it. Not like so wild, but you know, doesn't matter if I go outside the lines here because I'm gonna erase. Same thing here, doesn't matter too much. Just want to make sure I don't screw it up and make the horn color go onto his forehead. Like that. There's probably faster ways to do basically every single step of this. Probably, but I don't know how, so this is how I'm gonna do it. Figure out your workflow while you're bad, so that when you're good, you know what to change. And then go swoop. Make that smaller. Now, did I miss anything? Not really. Oh, the eyes. Yes. Right. Grab that yellow. And take it up here. I don't like not no bad. Bad. Go away. You go away. You go away. And then also looking at it now, I missed a spot. Right there. Alright. Now did I miss anything? Okay. Now we just go in with the eraser and bring up the brush size a little bit. And then just go, oops, nope, wrong layer. Go to this layer and then go, actually, oh, I'm looking at it. That could be better, yeah. Nope. 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 I feel kind of sick. Probably because I drank an entire pot of coffee. Oops. Nope. Oh, yeah. Here's some of this. Oop. Oop. Erase and shorter brush strokes, so if I mess up, I lose less progress. Lower the brush size just to get in these little spots right here. Crank it up a little bit more, because like the options were like be more careful in the initial coloring, or do this. I don't know, I prefer this. It's kind of nice, just sort of cutting Zammy out of the mess I made earlier. Could be doing Tormented Demons right now, but I don't like doing Tormented Demons. I mean, they're not bad. They're just very long task, very slow to kill. Although they are really good XP. Make this brush a teensy bit smaller, so we can just real quick just whoop, whoop. Wah, wah, wah. Like sculpting Zamorak out of the mess I just made. Sculpting his figure. Then we can just go back with a larger brush and just go more. Yeah, do something like that. Bring down the size there a tiny bit. Do that. Do that. I want to finish getting this color right before. Before I go lay down for it, because I am not feeling great at all. Drank too much coffee too quickly. Too much coffee. And not enough breakfast. Nope. Nope. That's better. And then we oh, nope. Shrink this down a little bit. Do. There we go. There we go. Cut that out, cut that out, cut that out. Getting close to the end here. Just gotta go down the side of Zammy. Yeah, fuck it, I'll do this with the mouse. That's probably faster. Nope. There we go. I mean, it's nice to get practice using the stylus. But I feel like the stylus is easier to work with for drawing the lines. And just like erasing stuff like this. I can do it faster with the mouse. And then do stuff like that. Nope. Nope. No. Nope. Spiral Knights. Why am I thinking of Spiral Knights right now? Is that game still running? Played that game a little bit when I was younger. Never really got super into it. I don't even remember what that game. I think it was like a top-down sort of dungeon looter, dungeon loot MMO with like top-down perspective combat. What? What was that? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Good little Zammy. Oh. Well, I'm gonna add more to this picture. Let's see. What else can I do? What else can I do? Let's do. What should Zambi be saying here? Um. Let's put the vector layer below the paint layer. That way I can do a little bit of that. Is that how you spell staff? Yeah. I don't know. I'm dyslexic as fuck. I type out the words so that I know roughly where to put the letters. And also I like this font. So kinda use it as a guide, but not too much. And that E is too big. Trash that layer, trash that layer. Do another pass, make sure I didn't miss nothing. And then we can... Here, what's a good background color? I like this color for backgrounds. It's nice and it's also good contrast, I guess. Maybe if it's just desaturated a bit, or maybe it's gotta be just straight up darker. Is that a better? Yeah, that looks better. That's nicer. Makes Zammy pop a little bit more. Alright, that's the image. That's today's drawing of Krill. Wait. Export. I want to. That's the .krita file. So. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's gonna do it for the stream. Good drawn stream. Good amount of drawn. And yeah, that'll do it. So thanks everyone who stopped by. Yeah, catch y'all next time.